And most of us are familiar with candlesticks and bar charts. And so I will share with you a daily chart here, and this chart happens to be for the ES Mini, the S&P 500. And I asked the question, where is value? Nowhere to be found. Does that mean that there really is no value on that chart? No, there definitely is value. The question is, value where and when? Well, if we take a look at, and let's take a look at this, ask the same question, where is value on a bar chart? Do bar charts give us any information that we didn't have on the candlestick chart? And once again, nowhere do we find any information about where value is on that same daily chart. Well, what do technical charts really tell us then? Let's take a close look at a candlestick. And one of the first things that I want you to start doing whenever you look at a candlestick for any given period of time, to begin thinking that candlestick is an auction, is the outcome of an auction. I want you to begin to train your mind to think in the same way the market works. So every 30 minutes, every 60 minutes, a candle closes. That is an auction that just concluded. And we are looking at it to see what are the results of that auction. And here's what the candlestick tells us about the results of the auction. Candlestick or bar, we know the open, when the auction opened, when the auction closed. We also know the low, we know the high, and we know the range of the auction. Yes, if the auction closed higher than the open, then obviously that was an up auction where the buyers dominated. There was more demand than there was supply. The candle gives us all that nice information. But if I were to say to you, during that auction, there was obviously a number of different prices that got traded. Where are the prices that saw the most of the activity? It's a green box, or a green rectangle, if you will. We don't know. All right, let's take a look at the range. Do we know anything about that range? Can we discern any information from that range? The high and the low, and also the ratio of the body to the range. That's important, by the way, for a candlestick. Now, bars, if you say, well, let's go to a bar chart, they're not going to save us, they're not going to help us, they're not really going to actually give us less information than the candlestick. And now you begin to appreciate why so many people like candlesticks. They actually did give us a lot more information than we had with the bar charts, and they're visually very easy to understand. I like candlesticks. I use candlesticks. And by no means am I going to tell you that once you learn the profile, you're going to do away with candlesticks. But you are going to see inside the candlesticks. Candlesticks will become so much more powerful. The Japanese will be talking about the US financial traders and their profile. We won't be talking about the rice traders anymore. We will be talking about our financial traders and how they could see inside the candle. The bar doesn't provide any more information. We're not going to waste too much time on it. Hopefully you all know where the open is and where the close is for a bar, the low, the high, and of course the range, all very basic things. So neither candlesticks nor bar charts provide us with any information about value in any given trading session. We have no clue about what actually happened inside the candlestick or a bar. We are missing vital information about actual market activity. Now, before we move any further, let me ask you, do you think that the market maker does not know what happened inside that candle? They know, absolutely. Of course they know, of course. All right. So imagine already you are operating at a handicap because of lack of information. Information in the market is power. And as a matter of fact, information can be so powerful that they'll put people in jail for it if it's insider information. That's how powerful information can be in the market. And this is why it is difficult for many individual traders, even with the candlestick patterns and all these kinds of things that you study. Many of those patterns often do not work because you don't see what's inside the candle.